Well, guys, I have a very, very simple question for you all. If you guys can actually answer this question, then you are intelligent. Only if you actually answer correctly. Now, the question is, can men give birth? Can men get pregnant? You got the answer yet? Okay. If you answered that men cannot get pregnant, you are correct. Now, to the wokesters out there, maybe you went to a woke school. Maybe you actually had a woke teacher. If you did, you're wrong, because the answer is no. Men cannot get pregnant. We don't have the right equipment. We don't have a vagina. We have a penis. We don't have fallopian tubes. We don't have ovaries. We don't have eggs. We don't have any of that stuff. That's one of the major differences between a man and a woman. It's biology. Now, when I was in school, man, we learned the basis of biology, but now woke science is taking over government education. Get your kids out of these schools. Now, when it comes to cities that are super duper woke, we talked about Seattle. Seattle, that was ground zero for the Chaz Chop Zone during the whole George Floyd riots. They took over downtown. I don't remember how many blocks it was, but they took it over. Police weren't allowed to go in there. And that's why we actually got the phrase Summer of Love. Yeah. Seattle, super duper progressive city run by Democrats. The educators over there are out of their minds. So that actually brings us to this student, because he took a quiz and it was a true false. And he was actually asked the same question that I actually asked you guys. And this student was intelligent. He got the answer right, but not in this school, because this woke teacher failed him on this quiz because of the answer he actually gave. Check this out. Seattle high schooler fails gender versus sex quiz for saying men can't get pregnant. He actually failed because of this. Folks, pull your kids out of these schools. If you're in Seattle, man, and you don't want to be around the woke lunacy, get them out of there. Get them out of there, guys. Let's read this here. Boy, a left-wing public school history teacher gave a Seattle student a failing grade after he acknowledged that only women have the ability to conceive a child and that only men have penises on a class quiz. That's pretty simple, man. That's pretty simple. And I always reference, the kindergartner from Kindergarten Cop. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. You know what? Maybe that little kid should actually be teaching this class, because this woke teacher doesn't acknowledge that. Well, it goes on. These responses by the student came on a quiz entitled Understanding Gender versus Sex. Included in the test were numerous true-false statement questions, as well as questions with multiple choice responses. KTTH reports. The educator's subject of expertise is teaching ethnic studies, world history to 10th graders at Chief Stealth International High School, which is a part of the Seattle public school system. This teacher should be fired. I don't know how he actually got his qualifications, but because clearly he does not understand basic biology. Questions asked on the quiz reportedly included, quote, when someone uses they, them pronouns, what does that mean about their gender identity? And true, false, transgender people are gay. Why in the world are they teaching this stuff? They're wasting time teaching woke propaganda to kids. A true false question on the quiz stated, quote, only women can get pregnant. After the student marked true, For his response, the teacher penalized him and maintained that the correct answer was actually false. Wow. Only women can get pregnant, and the teacher says that's false. I'm still waiting on a man to give birth. I'm still waiting on that because it's never happened. It is the history teacher's belief, in other words, that men can get pregnant. A light was shined on this story after the student's mother contacted the Jason Rantz show on KTTH to vent her frustration and anger about the occurrence. The boy's mother was, quote, met with silence after sharing her concerns with the school, per her accounts of events. Yeah, because it seems like every school administrator is super woke. So they won't even acknowledge this concerned mother right here. Pull him out of the school. Pull him out. Quote, I keep trying to wrap my head around how it is legal to teach inaccurate information and force students to answer against their beliefs or receive negative scores, she said on KTTH's The Jason Rantz Show. She asked for anonymity for fear for her son would face retribution. Man, I mean, is that crazy that he would actually, face retribution in Seattle? I guess so. Numerous teachers have allegedly called her son, quote, effed and racist. Racist? How is it racist to actually say that only women can get pregnant? Because that's actually a fact right there. Why are they calling this student racist? Now, we all know this is nothing more than white progressives really pushing this stuff, because if you talk to black people, most black people are going to say, no, we ain't down with this stuff. This is the woke white progressive that believes this stuff. But anyway, they call them racist, and as well as a product of the patriarchy that teaches young boys not to care about anything. The boy was even told to not use the term straight to identify because it's offensive, according to his mother. My God. So he's a straight male, but if he actually says that he is straight, that's offensive? Wow. She also said that the school routinely permits teachers to force political beliefs in the classroom, and that aside from their radicalism on gender ideology, they also attack her son over the color of his skin. What skin color? I'm assuming he's white. They don't say, but I'm assuming that he's getting attacked because he's white, because I can't imagine this woke school attacking him if he was black or something like that, or brown. Seattle Public Schools refused to apologize for this teacher's behavior. A spokesperson for the school argued the quiz is inclusive and thus is appropriate for the ethnic studies course. Quote, Seattle Public Schools is dedicated to establishing inclusive environments that allow exploration of contemporary issues, specifically explaining the impacts of power systems such as racism and patriarchy, the spokesperson told the Jason Rantz Show on KTTH. This commitment extends to fostering welcoming and inclusive settings where students, staff, and families have the freedom to express their authentic selves. Man, it has been well known for quite some time now that Seattle Public Schools is known for pushing leftist gender ideologies on students. In July, reports revealed that the district was offering free sex change services to students as young as 13 while hiding it from the parents. Wow. Wow. Folks, pull your students out of these schools. Pull your kids out of these schools, man. I mean, this is just wow right here. He failed the kid because he said that only women can get pregnant. A biological fact. I can already see now, guys, that the kids in Seattle, their future is looking pretty bleak because of woke neo-Marxism being pushed in schools. I mean, this is crazy right here, man. Crazy. I've been saying, man, we need to abolish government education because this is the kind of stuff that they're pushing. You know, especially, in radical cities like Seattle. That is crazy, man. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.